What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday night. It is me, Wes, these guys, Andy, Hank.
Yo,
It's
Me,
us.
him, them, me, him, them.
me.
That can only mean that it is Back in Black series tonight on Fandom Power. No, it could mean a bunch of things, but that just happens to be what it means tonight.
Indeed.
Where are we at?
We're slowly getting closer to the present.
I was going to say, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but there's a little bit of a somberness maybe around tonight's show, as it is the second to last episode with the red and black box.
Oh,
Hard to believe that we are
era.
almost through the red and black packaging era, which seemed to go on forever
Yeah.
when we were collecting it.
And for inbox guys, that's a long run to have
Yeah,
like a uniform package.
yeah. I
Seems like
I will say this. What's that, Hank?
112 numbered figures, I think, 113, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, so
300 releases.
that's true. As I'm looking ahead at next week, we get to 112, I think is the highest number.
Yeah, I believe that's the last red and black box. But something like 50% of the total, not
Yeah.
including that 102, another
Yeah.
100 or 112, 100 and some odd figures have been exclusives or straight up repacks or
Yeah.
Comic
different packaging,
Yeah. I'm not an inbox guy, so for one, this never bothered me. I will say this. Think back to when we started this, the orange stripe and the blue stripe. Now, if you kept them on the shelf, like on their edge, you didn't know what you were looking at. There was
No.
nothing there. It was just a black panel.
Well, even
At
the
least the red box you had
sliver.
other side.
Yeah,
Other
no,
side.
I get it.
Yeah, so at least you had that. You had the red panel, the number, and a name.
Yeah.
When we get into phase 4, the
wedge.
Galaxy, the wedge box, I think was a very nice, the happy medium for the inbox collector, because if you only had a few of them, you could display them face on with the window panel in front of you.
Yeah.
No problem. When you start getting into that, as we all have experienced, I gotta move some things around. And you start compressing your figures, you could turn them on their edge and you could still have this like beautiful piece of box.
I'm a little blurry, but you could see some of my wedge box
Yeah.
sitting behind there.
Yeah, of course.
They're all empty, but they're just like a backdrop. But you know what, the one thing that did is, if you were a completist before, now you're displaying inbox on edge like that. Now you really got to be a completist to finish the murals. You could have a stormtrooper shoulder suddenly butting up to Chewbacca.
I know.
It would make no sense.
I do not regret ditching packaging in the majority of its forms. Not one bit. As I'm looking at several boxes right now. Yeah, but they're all like premium collector packaging. And not to say that 6-inch Hasbro isn't collector packaging, because in some ways it is. Who else is here? Gaz is here. 112 red and black, 100 and something exclusives, and yet not a single Porkins, the hero of the Battle of Yavin. So that actually, we talked about that the other day. When I say the other day, I mean on a previous episode, because we have I think that is the Trapper Wolf on a new body, or is it still using the Luke pilot body?
That's a good question, because he's a little bit heavier set, but he's not tremendously. He's not like a Jon Favreau type guy.
But not the Luke, the guy we got with the land speeder. Wasn't he a new body?
With the land speeder,
the one that gets stepped on.
But that's Dak. Yeah. But they're in their snow gear.
They're in a puffy.
He would be a little bit more bulky, right?
I was thinking that when our boy Carson Teva gets his Black Series figure, like, it would behoove them to use a new body, because he's
got a dad bod.
He's a little bit bigger. Yeah,
they've already got it.
Once we got
in vintage, they just
in the vintage
scale
collection
them up.
Exactly. Once we get the Carson Teva body, I'm pretty sure that will be the Porkins body.
Yeah.
But I'm with Gaz. I do want a Porkins. I want all the pilots.
Yeah. It's some low-hanging fruit for most of them.
I know.
It's just head sculpts.
But tonight, what are we looking at? Oh, and you know what? I'm probably talk about this on Tuesday For those of you who are going to tune in on Tuesday for Random Fandom, we've been complaining probably since day one about the one thing, two things, pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Pricing that never gets cheaper. It's always going to get more expensive, but the value for what we're getting. We always use the comparison. We use the Marvel Legends comparison, which typically is a little bit better than what we get with Star Wars Black Series. And then I keep touting GI Joe, and then I got sort of metaphorically punched between the eyes this week, and the answer is there. It was always there, and we just didn't look at it. Hasbro owns GI Joe. They are not paying a royalty on it. Of course, they can afford to put more in the box.
Yeah,
Paying somebody else for it.
well, it's like in the private chat when I posted the numbers.
Yeah,
and like cry me a river, Hasbro. You're only making $878 million this quarter.
only.
And
Only.
down 17% from you're and then then I start to look at things like the HasLab and go, really, like, you really need us to fund your projects?
That way he can buy another gold toilet.
Well, the fans have spoken. The fans have spoken. The Tron HasLab did not fund.
And not to shit on Tron or anything, but like, that's such a niche thing.
Yep.
And you probably would have done better with a Indiana Jones HasLab.
I say this though, because before we should probably move into Star Wars. But while we're talking action figures, and that's okay. When that Tron set was shown off at New York? Was it New York Comic Con?
I think so.
They also showed off some 6-inch Tron Legacy figures that are presumably going to retail. So Tron isn't off of Hasbro's radar. They have presumably they have a retail plan in place already.
Yeah. And we did cover those on an episode of Random.
Yeah, we did. We did. The photographs, yeah.
The only thing of that 3.75 Tron thing that even remotely put a little bug in my ear were the bikes.
Light cycle.
Exactly.
It makes me kind of regret not buying into the Canadian company, the Spin Master stuff when Legacy came out in 20.
Oh, that stuff ended up going through the dollar store.
2014?
Somewhere around there.
Some of the figures did. I don't know if the light cycles did.
I don't think the cycles did. It was just the 3 3/4 figures.
They did the vintage Kevin Flynn style bike in the Legacy line.
There is hope, because they're not so massive that a 6-inch scale light cycle wouldn't work.
I feel like you said Indiana Jones, Hank, and there's another line that has ultimately failed.
Yeah.
Because it's done. Adventure Series is done.
Yeah.
Lightning Series, gone.
Well, gone. We see the writing on the wall. We're like, there's a new a new movie coming out. Let's cash in on whatever nostalgia surrounds that quick as we can, because it's not going to, we're in that era of what happened last 5 minutes. I don't remember.
If the wheels are at Hasbro are in motion to the point where they can't stop this, I foresee that the whatever 6-inch Tron figures do go to market, it will be very much like the Indiana Jones. It'll be a 2, maybe 3 waves max, and then it'll be gone.
Not to mention that the really good ones were $100.
Yeah.
3 days after pre-order, because of the secondary market.
Gaz says, Lucasfilm, I know you're watching. Listen to us very carefully and read the words coming out of our mouths. Star Wars origin story. Porkins.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't we already know his origin? Like, he took a payoff from the Joker and then used that to finance himself into flight school.
That's true. Same.
And then he joined the rebellion because he felt so bad about hooking up with the Joker.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. It's same guy.
Nice.
Legacy figures did look pretty good. I can't deny that. I'm a big Legacy fan.
And they had extra accessories and whatnot with them too, right? Like, it wasn't just a straight figure. There was, extra hands, extra heads options.
No, exactly. And follow up to that, Gaz says, it's not that the Tron stuff wasn't cool, but the offering presented wasn't worth the cash they were asking.
No. And if you think about it, if that was on the shelf at that price, that might change your mind. But I feel like they're panhandling.
If it was in
like, it's a $1 billion corporation panhandling. Like, it just.
And with the economic climate right now, I think a lot more HasLabs are going to go that route, unfortunately.
What's that?
Not get
funded.
I'd rather see some kid in his garage kickstartering like an original action figure line that I could hop on.
Yeah,
that stuff would turn my crank.
What's that line that came out a few years ago that's now got all the animal guy, the Vitruvian Hacks figures? Have you seen those?
Is that the Raven guy you've got?
No, that's a Gothropolis figure. It's essentially the precursor to Mythic Legions.
Oh, okay.
Mythic Legions kind of spun out of that. It's a 4 horseman thing. Yeah, Gothropolis Ravens. They did a whole bunch of bird. It's the same body, with these different bird heads on them, and there was like the Raven was the first one, then there was a cardinal and a blue jay and like a bunch of like songbirds, but there was also like a vulture and an eagle, and I just thought it was the coolest looking thing. And as a Raven guy, I had to get the Raven one. So it was pretty cool.
Makes sense.
All right, let's get into tonight's offerings and see what we're going to take a look at. On the right page? I am on the right page.
Yeah.
Whew, thought I messed that up again. Tonight we are looking at Phase 3, Wave 24. We are looking at Zori Bliss, a Rise of Skywalker figure. I guess it's a weird mix of sequel prequel.
The timeline here.
Isn't that weird, eh? Zori Bliss, Clone Commander Bly, the Knight of Ren, subtitled Vicrul, because that is his actual name.
Mm-hmm.
Our Sith Jet Trooper and Count Dooku. Count of what? Sereno?
Somewhere in there.
That's the planet Sereno. All right, let's kick off our first one here. It is number 103, Zori Bliss. And I'm just going to throw this out before we get into the action figure. What a fucking waste of Carrie Russell. Carrie Russell, is that you in there? You're like super famous. We should see your face. Nope.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got the Captain Phasma eye, side eye.
Yep.
So the same thing. Stupid.
Yeah, a little.
The figure though, I don't think this figure is actually a bad.
No.
A bad figure.
The design is awesome. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Flash Gordon.
I was gonna say it's very much Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon-y.
Yeah.
And I do like the look. I like the contrast of the gold on the maroon, although it looks better in live action than it does in like painted plastic. Was another one that could benefit from some vac metallization.
This is one where the new shiny paint works on that red leather looking stuff, because she's got that like wet leather look. Yeah.
Left-handed Jedi says, I picked this up for $5 last week.
There you go.
At $5,
can't go wrong.
I appreciate getting it for $5, but because I made a conscious decision to expunge sequel from my collection, I still wouldn't do it.
I wonder, is there a Felicity action figure we could do a head swap with? Does that exist? I don't know.
That's a good question. She's a good stand in the background figure.
I'll give you that. She looked all right on a bounty hunter shelf or something.
Or
like
a cantina scene.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, the blasters there would fit nicely with the pirate theme stuff.
I was going to say they're kind of flintlockish looking things, aren't they? Yeah. She's pretty standard articulation for that time period. We still I don't know. You can tell me if I'm wrong here. I don't think there's any butterfly articulation there. Although
I don't think any of the female characters have gotten it.
We do get some butterfly this week. Not with this figure, but later.
But she also doesn't. She doesn't have the spindly limbs that the early figures. So that's a bonus, right?
Slave Leia, anyone?
Yeah.
She's all hips and then nothing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But this is our Zori Bliss, and sadly, she didn't really contribute a whole lot to the movie.
Well, it was hinted at that there was some backstory going on, but
between her and Poe.
Yeah. But I guess we'll never find that out now.
Little comic relief there. Yeah.
I don't know. 1.5. This dagger has done terrible things out of 5. Oh my god.
Yeah. She's 2 drop balls out of 5.
2 dropped balls.
Not the good kind either.
No. This is baseball strikes, not bowling strikes.
Right, yeah.
Andy, what do you think of Zori Bliss?
I'm a little bit more forgiving. This is one you could easily drop into any other sci-fi franchise you're currently playing with. So I'm going to give her 2.5 drop balls.
You know, it's funny, we're talking about other Hasbro lines. I think she'd actually look good with the Power Rangers.
Absolutely, especially with the Space Ranger stuff.
Yeah. I would give her a slight repaint and maybe like make the suit a little more vibrant. And that would be.
I've seen some of the Cobra, the classified Cobra stuff, and she might tuck in there too.
The thing with the only problem with that is that the G.I. Joe scale, even though it is a 6-inch scale, they are bigger than a Star Wars Black Series figure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Gaz coming in, he says 0.5 drop balls, looks like a Power Ranger.
It does. It sure does.
All right.
Now, the face
Burgundy Ranger.
Removable,
I didn't include it because I couldn't find a good enough photo of it by itself that would work. But yes, the faceplate is it just kind of clips in and you can pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't retract up or anything like that. I guess I will take my lead from you, Andy. I agree that she's a little bit more. See, we're talking Star Wars though. She doesn't fit in the way I want her to in the Star Wars context, but as an action figure, I think she's kind of cool to blend in with other lines. I'm disappointed that we only get eyes, but
full on extra head.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her. I'm going to give her 2.5 Carrie Russells out of,
there you go.
Out of 5.
They might be matchlock pistols.
Oh, they could be. Yeah. What's that? Matchbox pistols?
Gaz wants to know.
What's with the flintlock pistols? Yeah, I know.
I mean, and they hinted that they were smugglers, right?
Yeah.
And that like dovetails nicely into the whole pirate theme.
It does, doesn't it?
So, I mean, Skeleton Crew season 2, maybe we see a younger version of her.
Yeah. Do you think there's room for her to come back in one of the TV shows?
Absolutely. Even just like we say, as a background character.
Yeah,
that's Zori Bliss back there.
Of which case they can just recast her and then not show us her eyes.
Exactly.
And she doesn't have to have a speaking line.
Exactly.
All right. Let's look at our next one. This one might be a little bit redeeming. If you didn't pick up the last Clone Commander, you got another shot at it. This time it's Clone Commander Bly, also known as Ayla Secura's murderer.
Yeah.
Shoot her again.
Yeah, one of many.
The funny thing, you really notice it in this shot here. Bly, as were all of the clones in Revenge of the Sith, is a CGI character. That is his animation model from the movie on the right-hand side, and boy, does it ever look so artificial. Yeah.
2003.
Yeah, it really does look that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But if they do a Stargate Black Series, she's a 5 out of 5. Looks like a cool gold bounty hunter. I can give you that.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at what you're actually getting here. I'll lead off with this one. Bly is actually the 2013 Clone Trooper body with a new visored helmeted head and a new shoulder pauldron. The belt and the holsters are the same ones that we saw on Rex, Wolf, and Fox. And the Kama, although it is a different color, it is the same pattern as the one that came with Rex. Unlike Rex, though, it's just a helmet. There's no head in that. Well, maybe there's a head in there. I don't know. I've got one.
A blank?
Well,
or is it one of the unpainted Tamora Morrison?
It's hard to tell. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I've got one. Let's go solo for a second.
Wes will be back while he plugs the kettle in.
I don't know if you can. You probably can't. You really can't see that. The lip. Like I don't think there's room for a head in there. I think this is on a ball. But I will say the one thing he's got going for him is this mustard paint. That's quite nice.
Especially with the darker tones on the shoulders there.
That's what I mean. Like
I do like the brown that lends itself to look like leather more, like
they've done a good job with him. Now, the one thing that they did fail is nothing on the back. and that's sort of been a recurring theme with these.
It is a running theme.
The
clone
visor,
troopers only run into battle; they don't back out of it.
visor is movable.
That's cool.
And the so you get what you get. If you're a fan of the 2013 clone body, you probably would be a fan of this. Or if you're like me and you're a fan of a clone that has a name, doesn't matter what, it could be Clone Commander Bob, and I would have bought it because Bob is not generic clone. Anyway, that's how I feel about that.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, of course not. Oh, Jesus. Just elbowed my stupid headphone wire.
He's a 3, and he'd probably be higher if it just wasn't straight reuse. I mean, we're getting it. It's coming, and it's so they've heard that gripe at least. But
yeah.
It's, what are we now? It's a 7-year-old body. Like it's high time we got a new clone.
2013.
New clone sculpt. But he's. I agree that he's one of the better looking of the ARC Trooper style. Especially, I like the leather looking pauldron.
Are they all? I gotta look at my other guys. There's a couple different pauldron shapes, and I think this is the first one with that squared off, segmented shoulder. I think the Rex one is different. Is a different.
Yeah, Rex is definitely different.
So is 5. Yeah, and 5's is different.
Yeah, 5's is different too.
Yeah.
So they are. Yeah, they do. There's a little customization there. He's a 3, and he'd be higher if they gave him a fucking thigh cut.
Gaz says I give him 2.5 hot dogs with extra gold mustard.
Nice.
Gold's mustard. I'm sorry.
Does he does it extend so he's got the new wrists, I would imagine.
The pistol
the pistol articulation.
Yeah,
and does he have are his shoulders floating yet? Or
no, because this is the 2013
it's
body.
The exact same.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's none of that.
Okay.
No, we can't afford to do that yet. Oh, that's funny. I was thinking about this the other day when I bought the clone captain, the other one from Aayla Secura's Legion, the guy who was also present during the murder. Outside of the 501st, she's the only clone division in the Black Series where we've gotten multiple named dudes that were present for the.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. I don't think I could name anybody from the Kiadi Mundi murder. Oh,
I've got him. It's
yes, you're right.
Bakara.
That's right.
Clone Commander Bakara. It was Gree that was present for Yoda, although they didn't kill Yoda. Quite the contrary. Heads are gonna roll.
Love to see an oddball. There's another character we could.
Wow, we've only gotten one pilot.
Yeah,
and it was a 501st colored pilot.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to see some more stuff, and I'd like to see the pilot figures that use the AT-AT driver uniform with that clear visored helmet. I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing a Phase 1 pilot though too. I want all the troopers. What am I talking about? Andy, what do you think of Clone Commander Bly?
I like him. I'm gonna give him 3 hot dogs with mustard.
Nice. I like the clones. I love the named clones. I'm not a huge, I'm less critical. I should be more critical, actually. It is a 2013 body, but as a guy who museum poses my figures, this doesn't look bad on a shelf.
No.
It is getting long in the tooth, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the sunrise is right around the corner, though.
I know. Let me just think about this for a second here. He's got the weird, the pistol, the holsters, they're not too bad.
Not too restrictive.
Not really.
Yours in hand doesn't look like his legs all that wonky.
No, I guess not. It's pretty good. It almost looks like the knee pads are not centered, but I don't know. That just could be the way they're put together. In 2025, Bly is not a great figure. In 2020, he was just okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's a 3. He might be a 3.5 because I got a soft spot for clones.
I mean, if you dropped this in 2013, I'd be popping off 5s all day.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. And I think when we talked about the first clones when they first came out, like I was just, yep. Yeah, you put a different color stripe on them. I'm in. I bought them. Yeah, he's a 3. All right, where are we going next? We are gonna go to the sequels, and we are gonna look at this crazy mofo. It is number 105, The Knight of Ren, as he is called on the box. Thanks to a bunch of different Star Wars visual guides, we now know that this guy's name is Vicruel.
Not Waffle Maker.
No,
not Waffle. Not Pinhead from Hellraiser.
We're getting a live unboxing of Vicruel.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Not like I can resell them. $5. This is my vote this week, actually, and I haven't even had it in hand. He's the coolest looking figure until you tell me he's on the Kylo Ren body or something like that.
I'll tell you this. You are not the only person to vote for Vicruel.
Yeah, not
See,
bad at all.
in hand, that looks okay to me.
Yeah.
As an action figure, that looks okay to me.
And this is it. Oh, butterflies. We got butterfly shoulders, fellas. And a nice arm crunch.
The good thing about this one is he's 100% new tooling.
How's our leg? We got a 50-50 leg.
Whoa, it's pretty muddy where he's been.
Yeah. I guess that's from.
But only in the front.
Well, and is this from the Flash? No, because this would be. Whoa, that's an awful ankle joint. I don't know if you can see that.
I can. Yeah,
it's like a ball joint. I'm afraid to put it back to where it was. Oh my goodness.
I've had some of them where you almost have to flip the foot.
Medic, medic! Look at that thing. Oh my!
If you flip the foot right over and then turn the whole thing around, sometimes they get turned around. If you know what I mean.
He's got too much going on. I'll rarely complain about too much going on, but he has a complete swivel at the knee.
That's cool.
And a thigh cut.
Oh, he's got both.
He's got both. So you could maybe he's meant to be a broken man. But pretty cool. A little bit. So this thing it's a little softer than some of the ones we've gotten.
Yeah.
But it's still fairly restrictive. Like I don't think he's going to sit in a cockpit of anything.
No.
He appears to have some type of head under there, like a face under there.
Oh, maybe it's hard to tell. Hard to tell on camera. See if you can get the head right off. There you go.
There is a head in there.
Oh, there is. I wonder if it's a Tamora Morrison blank.
Is that a spoiler?
I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to go to the internet and see if anybody got.
Jesus, it's gonna be hard to get back on. Oh my, that wasn't meant to come off. Anyways, he's gonna remain headless till I'm off camera.
Need a hair
maybe the coolest thing about him is his weapons.
Yeah,
it's some unique.
Even Hondo, who had a reused blaster, which was cleverly disguised with some nice paint. That blaster. Oh, we're looking at the what is that? We call it a scythe. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, a scythe or some like sort of curved, like a comma.
I guess so.
And I guess it would probably be a vibro weapon.
I would think so. Just Star Wars has this,
And then this is a very like sort of
convention of
Blade Runner looking.
Well, that's what I mean. That blaster is one of the coolest looking blasters we've seen in a long time.
Cool. And there is one other cool thing about him that he does have a holster.
Yeah.
On the
outside of his.
Outside of his.
Oh, that's cool then.
I can see this guy very easily fitting into like a Red Skull army. Like as far as like a unnamed Hydra soldier.
Oh yeah. Would you give him like a going over of green?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But like just based on the Captain America movie where everybody's like all black leather and.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
He would slot into a World War II for me, I think.
Okay.
I might have to boil his head back on, boys.
Oh no. It's that stuff.
So he's got if anybody decides to own this figure and do this without thinking like I did, there's a ball joint inside, so that ball moves.
Yeah.
And then
there's right, yeah.
right? And then this is also on a ball joint, but inside the body, so it's got a lot of movement too.
Yeah, we see that later on.
So when you try to
do that,
get those together, and you don't have eyes like me,
a lot of the modern, again, a lot of the GI Joes have that same pin system.
And honestly, that's a good place to take a figure that's not, probably not going to be well received and do some experimenting. I think they would have sold all of them if they had done all of them.
Did they not do them all?
No, this is the only one.
I'm surprised they didn't do like a Parks exclusive multi-pack.
Right. You might have gotten, if Acolyte had gotten to the part where they retroactively made The Stranger the first Night of Ren, contradicting the very cool comic version of that, but you might have seen it then.
I just love this comment. Gas says everything is cool about this figure but the face mask. Oh, and the painted on dirt on his ankles and feet. I gave him 2 nights.
Yeah.
Would say
it is the knights who say icky 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 patang.
Boing. We are no longer the knights who say me.
Oh, knights now the knights until recently said me.
Icky patang whoop boing. I need to watch that again. Another good stand in the background figure. It seems to be the theme of the week.
What did I give him? 3? He's 3.
He's 3? Okay. All right. Andy, what do you think of Knight of Ren Vicruel?
I'm going to give him 2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
I like where you were going with the stand-in in another line. I like that his jacket / I guess it's a jacket. It's not a 2-piece.
It's like a wrap.
The way it's cut, I think it's a jacket that just has a very long, like.
These all came out of like abandoned concepts for Kylo Ren too, which was the Jedi killer.
You can see that in the helmet. Right? It has the same sort of fringe to it. We've altered the mask.
Yeah,
Suri with the fringe on top.
I do like that. Like, and I'm a big fan of Adam Driver's work in the trilogy. I do like, even if Kylo Ren is maybe even perhaps more emo than Anakin. I do like his look. I think it's a very clean, like, villain. Yeah. And this guy looks like Kylo Ren, Knight of Ren. The fact that they wear a very similar shaped helmet, and they have a similar aesthetic, I get it. That thematically that works for me, even if they didn't do anything on screen but die.
So Kylo takes his name from these guys, not the other way around.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I can give him much more. Back on. I'm gonna give Knight of Ren. Again, these black action figures that look cool. I think he's a 3. He's got butterfly joints. Okay, that's the first figure in a while we've looked at with butterfly.
Got a neat knee, a knee cut that's exceptional. I like.
Yeah. I give him a 3. I don't know what we're gonna think about this next one because, well, I'm gonna skip ahead and just do the comparison shot because I feel like we should start there. We're gonna take a look at the Sith Jet Trooper, who is a 100% straight up redeco of the First Order Jet Trooper. The only difference is that he comes with the standard Sith Trooper blaster and not the tri-barreled blaster that the Jet Trooper came with. So yeah, number 106, the Sith Jet Trooper.
They fly now.
And they do fly now. The funny thing is with this, normally when I go looking for the portraits. Same thing when I did this with the regular Jet Trooper.
Another animated.
To try and find a clean shot of one of these guys in the movie is next to impossible.
Right.
So courtesy of Hot Toys, that is the portrait that we are comparing it with. Because let's face it, a Hot Toy might as well be just a miniaturized version of the screen-used costume.
I'm thinking the deco on the helmet there is lacking just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of line, like cut-in line work that's not there.
Well, like even like the little black stripe that goes down from the eye hole to the front.
Yeah.
That appears to be missing in the 6-inch version.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying there. Yeah. The black, the accent.
Yeah.
The cheek accent.
Which would put them more in line with like the Enoch Troopers, where it's like the line that way down, right?
Who spelled something wrong? Who spelled shit wrong?
Sith, maybe?
Oh, shit trooper. Shit, I get it.
Oh my god.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Am I that tired? You are correct.
I looked up and saw funny.
What's up, Josh? Nice of you to tune in, my friend.
Welcome.
We're looking at the Sith Jet Trooper on Back in Black series, our second to last episode with figures from the red and black box. And of course, this figure is red.
See, that kind of works against him for inbox display.
I know.
He would have looked much nicer with like a gray or a blue or anything other than red.
I agree.
Yeah, it doesn't show him off. I mean, he's 1 out of 5 figures we just didn't need.
You didn't get any votes this week. How's that make you feel?
Yeah, he's a 1 for me.
Yeah.
He looks like he's made of the same plastic as the other.
The really high, shiny.
Which is an inferior plastic. Like it's very brittle.
I agree. It's very, very, very shiny. Up until this point, I really was enjoying the evolution of Imperial to First Order version. Like, oh, this is the new Stormtrooper. This is the new AT-AT driver. This is the new TIE pilot. What the hell is this?
Looks
this
like
is
a
the new
fly or something like.
Yeah, I don't get what this is.
Yeah,
still got the weird cheek plates that we saw with the Imperial, like the tank driver.
Yeah,
but this look doesn't do anything for me. Doesn't do anything for me. What's Josh saying? Outfitting the ducks. Okay, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
And he gives it.
I give it a 1.
Yeah,
it's a 1.
We agree, Josh.
It's a 1. Andy, what do you think?
We agree.
I'll be odd man out here. 1.5.
1.5. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give it a sympathy 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sympathy 2. What's Gaz saying? He says, this guy looks better in white than in red. One Rocketeer cries of joy. Whee! Whoosh!
Definitely does look better in the white, though.
Barely. But I will agree. It does look better in white.
Well, and it's closer to the Stormtrooper aesthetic, right?
That is true.
At least then you could blur your eyes and pretend.
Yeah, just stick him in the back row.
It's funny, though, like, this goes into, like, production decisions and production design decisions, but when they did the standard Sith Trooper, there was an edge, like, the First Order Stormtrooper was very flowy and very smooth edges and lines. They took that same design, but they added like sharp edges to it, and there was a distinct, this isn't just another.
Yeah, there's a lot of texturing on that too, I think.
You know what I mean? There's texture to it that's not on the First Order one.
I pulled him because I thought he was the right trooper.
Gotcha.
There is like a little texturing on him compared to the.
This is just a straight up recolor, so I don't know why. Why didn't they do a similar? Why doesn't he have more harder edges, and why doesn't he have the same texturing as the standard Sith?
I guess we should count our blessings that they didn't go full Lego and just like do a blue and a pink and a yellow and just gone crazy in that movie. They could have easily.
All right, we got one more figure to look at tonight, and I don't know. You guys may or may not like this one. I'm talking about the Count of Sereno, Tyrannus himself, Count Dooku, number 107.
Yeah, that's a nice likeness.
I love that portrait.
That's a good looking figure.
Yeah,
and I have to tell you that the portrait that I used, it was hard to find a really nice photograph to line up. I have one. I'm just gonna go. Let's do this.
Saruman. Solo.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, excellent. Oh, he looks really nice in hand.
He is a great looking dude,
and he does come with that. He's the first figure with that swoosh effect saber. Yeah,
he does come with this the swooshy saber. Also, the Count. The Count also
soft goods.
Also has butterfly. Also soft goods, but
nice.
two tone.
Yes,
colored.
Yes, sir.
The one thing, and let me put him back the way I had him here. So
Oh,
sort of one arm
because
behind the
boaters
back.
remorse already, but I don't think my boat affected the winner.
One of the things, and I'll say this when we go back to the photos here, is that the cloak hangs much lower on the figure than what this week's photos suggest it does.
Mm.
And there's a very nice like weight to that.
That is a problem with that scale too, so that's very good.
I was trying to figure out if this was actually 2 layers, like that it was a layer of light and a layer of dark stitched together, but I don't think it is. I think it's 1 layer.
Right.
And
They would have to be glued, right, if they were 2 layers.
I can't figure out how they got it to be 2 different colors. I think part of the thing here that we don't see this is, look at that. There's a stitch right there.
Yes.
And there's a stitch on the other side. So this cloak is actually 3 panels, which just like, why don't all the cloaks, or sorry,
And that helps with the way they flow too.
The way that they drape.
Right. Now
I did it again.
The connector, is that chain or is that plastic?
It is plastic. It's meant to look like chain. I would say that's probably one of the weakest parts of the figure, is that it would be nice if it was a little bit shinier, and arguably you could do that yourself. But if you couldn't make it shinier, you could have added maybe a wash or something to make the individual links pop just a little bit more. What do we got here? And the winner is...
Well, we don't know that for sure yet.
What's Josh saying? Count Dorky. Count Dorky 1.5. Oh, that's awful. That's
the ghost of Christopher Lee is coming to get you.
Horrible, yes. And he's going to assassinate you in your sleep, just like he did in the trenches.
One of my favorite, I mean, there's many actually, because the more you research this actual human being, and you learn there's some, like, he was actually James Bond.
That's not how it sounds.
That's my favorite anecdote about him. Excuse me, Peter, but that's not what it sounds like when a man is stabbed in the back.
That's right.
Because I've stabbed a man in the back. Fantastic, dude.
It's Shelf Life over on YouTube. He says, a fantastic likeness, great soft goods, painted lightsaber hilt, and swoosh. It simply does everything perfectly. Give this man a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, a 74 out of 74, and get him today. That's what I say. Yeah. It's really hard to pick this figure apart. I guess I should do a little bit more. He does have a thigh cut. He's got the same knee cut plus the bendable rocker knee piece. Yeah. Which is something that the Black Series kind of did as a point in later figures. It's one of my complaints with the newer clone bodies, is that they don't. I miss the double hinged knee. But this one is completely serviceable. Like, you can get like all of those weird, for the most part, like most of the weird dynamic like fencing poses that they did in the movie. You can get most of those out of Dooku. In fact, he's got the wrist, so like he can do the up down with his wrist.
Yeah,
very good. It's very good.
I think that's one thing, if they could really take a page out of some of the like Bandai or Fig Arts, where that ball joint allows you, I'm not on camera, to really get that down, so you can have a saber pointing,
like the point.
Direct,
yeah,
like a real fencing sort of thing.
Drop your soul.
4.5. That's a beautiful figure. I'd be higher if I had it in hand. I don't. I need it. Somebody out there, give me one.
It's coming back around. Did I not see something where it's getting re-released with something?
There's a young Dooku.
Is it a 2-pack? Oh, maybe that's it.
Dooku.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
With 2 heads.
Maybe that's the
beard,
one.
No beard.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Is that the one with the young Qui-Gon?
That could easily be a Dracula swap, though, that figure.
Oh, yeah, maybe. What do we got here? Left-handed Jedi says he and Tarkin look good together.
Right.
I bet they would.
Like an old Hammer movie.
And Gaz, it's effing Christopher Lee, 5 Van Helsing wooden stakes.
Yeah, you got it.
Sorry, Hank, where were you at with this one?
4.5, just because I don't have it in hand.
4.5 because you don't own it. That's fair. Andy, what do you think of Count Dooku, Lord Tyrannus?
I dig it. I'm gonna go 4 1/4.
4.25, eh?
4.25.
Man, I like this figure. This was my vote this week. Oh, that's reasonably soft material.
Yeah, I was going to say,
reasonably soft.
His loincloth there.
Like it doesn't. Could I get a full sit down out of him? Yeah, you can. You could get a full seat out of that without
mucking it up too much.
Yeah. For that reason, he's not a 5.
That's a ship you could put in 6-inch scale. That wouldn't be outrageous.
What's that?
His
the sailor, the solar
sail.
sailor.
You have the sails fold out
without the sail.
Well,
without the sail.
Yeah.
His solar sailor was essentially a modified version of one of the Geonosian, whatever the name of their starfighters were. I do like him though. I can't give him a 5 because he's not a perfect figure, but he's the closest thing to a perfect figure we've got this week.
That's true.
I give him a 4.5.
Nice.
4.5. What else? Sean says, "Hey, when they need to make one with his hands cut off.
They just pop off.
Just
throws his head."
Here's the thing. I don't know why they don't do more stuff like that. Because and proof of concept is already there in the Amazon, the Breakaway C-3PO.
Yep.
Because they give you like broken stumps to plug into the limbs.
Yeah, perfect.
Give me stumped wrist to plug into the wrist hole. You can do
get rid of that 4 and up number on the box.
Yeah. I see you, Josh. You got to go, man. Have a good time. We'll catch up with you later.
Josh
shows the value of an amazing head sculpt. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I almost wonder if the portrait is taken from the this is a promo photo, by the way, that I've used.
Yeah.
Of Dooku. Like, if his eyes were open just a little bit more, it would be that pose.
Yeah.
I do like this one. I like it a lot. That being said, it is time once again to turn our attention towards the Jack Porkins Medal of Badassery. It is awarded to the best overall figure of each episode, and the inscription reads Non Mentum Lorem, or no chin strap, because like the Duke, John Wayne, Porkins knew chin straps are for sissies. All right. The votes this week, pretty thin. And not a big margin either. 3 figures got votes this week. In no particular order. Dooku, Bly, and Vikrul all got votes this week. Our winner, I don't know if it's any surprise to anybody. Congratulations, Count Dooku. With 2 blades and an impeccable sculpt, you have dueled your way to victory.
Nice.
Yeah.
Double the fall.
That's a good picture. It's lit
very menacing.
It's lit very nicely. You want to see what we're looking at next week?
Yeah,
let's do it.
All right. I left one figure in, one that we arguably could have said, no, we don't need to look at this again. But I left it in because without it, this would have been the week of All Jedi.
Oh.
We're looking at the Geonosian version of the battle droid, and I left that in specifically so I can do a direct comparison photo with the gaming greats, so we can actually see without any other noise how close they are. We're looking at Plo Koon, which I can tell you right now is just a reuse of the Mace Windu body. We're looking at Padawan, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Knight, and Kit Fisto, who I believe they are the same body. Anyway, that's next week.
I just saw I think I saw Kit Fisto in the Revenge of the Sith bubble.
Yes, he's been making the rounds.
Yep,
is that just a straight re-release, or is that a new?
I believe it is.
Yeah,
I think it is. I'd have to look it up. Couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's a straight up re-release. Same with Ayla Sakura. She's also a straight up re-release.
Right. She gets the new the swooshing blade.
Right.
That's true. She does get a whooshing blade.
I think Kit Fisto also gets the new swoosh blade too.
Maybe that's how they're justifying it.
Maybe.
Give you a new part.
That Anakin portrait looks like he's in an 80s boy band.
I didn't get this one. I got the Obi-Wan from this wave, but I didn't get the Anakin. Not that I wasn't looking for it. I just never saw it.
It's pre wrist cut too. That would be a place to have the swappable arm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think all the Jedi at this point need to have that wrist.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that None of them have it in this wave.
Mm.
I'll double check because I got one, two, I got 3 of them anyway.
I think Plo Koon has weird hands too, doesn't he?
He's got hands appropriate for his species.
Yeah.
Kit Fisto might as well. I have to
He might as well, yeah.
That's a good point. At least Plo Koon has a cloak. So there's a good reason to go and buy up all the Acolyte figures, all the Acolyte Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Because they all came with cloaks, and you can repurpose them to these Jedi that didn't.
Also, it's good karma to burn stuff in effigy.
Nice. But yeah, that's it. That's going to be next week's show, next Sunday. Of course, prior to that, Andy and I will be back here on Tuesday with another edition, the 126th edition of Random Fandom on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Actually on Tuesday. A small change to the format, less downy stuff.
Yes, we're trying to be more
fun,
entertaining.
Yeah, less like Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Can I say that? No offense to the actual Debbies of the world.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
My ex-wife.
Oh,
she really
Dad? Is that you?
Anyway, anything you guys want to chat about? We're pretty light. We're still 52 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to go right now if you don't want to.
Can I lower my boat on this guy? Neither one of these things on the holster opens, so the blaster actually doesn't fit in any. It doesn't in any way at all.
What?
Huh.
Oh, I see. The funny thing is, in the photos, they've got it in there. Let me go back. Let's go back.
Well, I can't see a clip.
It's in there.
It's definitely jammed in there.
Did they stuff the back end in and then
got a jam? Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, secretly in the background.
You know what I would do with that? I mean, if you wanted to holster it, I just heat up the straps with a hairdryer and stretch it out.
Well, they're pretty soft, and it's very close. It's hard to.
Yeah.
It's very close, but it's not. It's not a quick draw situation, I guess.
He's got his big, knife on a stick.
I will say though that about 90% of the ones that have the little pin clip, I can't get them repinned.
They never stay shut.
They never stay shut.
They never stay shut.
I can't. The Indiana Jones with the whip clip.
Yep.
Brutal.
You almost want to decide are you gonna leave the coiled whip on it? Because if you are, just heat it up, get it into position, and then dab glue.
Yeah.
Done. Never to be moved again. Yeah. Anybody else have any cool action figure stuff they did this week?
I did some. I need addresses for both of you, if that's any hint.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will send you one.
I already have your address, so
I'm sure I've got yours in my contacts as well. I'm looking at my bin of stuff that I'm like, I've replaced these, so they've got to go somewhere.
Ooh, I think I have I wouldn't say disposable money, but I've been making the kind of money I don't normally make, so I've been like, why not pass that along? So I found some fun things I think this year that's gonna.
I've been looking, but I just haven't found the thing that makes me go, oh, that's Hank, or oh, that's Andy.
I didn't find much on Black Friday.
No.
I was waiting for a significant drop, but all the stuff was pre-priced.
We had 3 GameStops, and I hit all 3 on
Black Friday.
On Friday, and then I hit 2 of them on Friday, and I hit all 3 again on Saturday.
Yeah.
And one of them in the Micmac Mall is so tiny. I don't know if you recall, Wesley, we were over there.
Yep.
I had a panic attack. There were so many people, and it was just I was standing in line to buy a small item, and the person at the counter was looking up a lady's pre-order who was ahead of me. And I try to be patient with customer service. She asked her phone number 7 times, that's exact 4 times. 4 times repeat your phone number. Only to come to the conclusion that you pre-ordered 3 figures, but there's a sale today. Buy 2 Funko Pops, get 1 free. Mm-hmm. So we're going to credit you. So I'm going to need your phone number again. And I'm just I just want to buy them. Can I just
Yeah. It's because I'm not on the same screen. I'm on a new screen now, and this screen doesn't have your phone number.
Yeah.
And then
And
she
it
said, "I'll
doesn't
be right with you." And I
auto-populate.
was like, no problem. I'll be okay. It's the holidays. I'll be sweet to you." And then she's calling over her manager going, "How do I avoid this? And how do I do that?" And then I was like,
Yeah.
"I just want to buy a freaking thing."
I had an experience this week, which is not unlike something that's happened to me before, and this is not a positive one.
Uh-oh.
I told you this.
Pre-order,
You knew this
more
already.
pre-order madness.
So,
Oh, that. Yeah.
I pre-ordered the G.I. Joe Classified Series 2-pack of Short Fuse and Steeler. These are 2 original 13 Joes. That is the focus. I've been working on getting the 13. So I pre-ordered this. I missed the pre-order window online by 1 day. So it closed online. I called the store and I said, "Listen, the manager, Angela, said to do that. Sometimes their system in store
Has
is
a little bit.
open when it's closed to the public online."
Yeah.
So I called the store and I said, "This has happened. Is it still open in your system?" And the guy on the phone, "Yep, it's still open." "Okay, put me down for 1." Perfect. My wife and I are out shopping yesterday, day before. Go to the mall, walk into GameStop. Guess what's sitting on the shelf?
Oh,
A certain 2-pack.
The 2-pack of Short Fuse
I hope
and
you
Steeler.
grabbed it
I
just in
grab it.
case. Yes,
I grab
sir.
it. I
Wise.
walk up to the counter and I go, "Is this the only one that you got in stock?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I say to the guy behind the counter, because it's the guy and I know it. I
Yeah.
said, "Do you recall helping me order this over the phone?" And he looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "It was closed online, but it was still open in your system. I called the store and you ordered it. You pre-ordered it for me on my behalf under my name." And he's like, "I'm really sorry." So the
You
manager
got lucky, bro.
is there. I said, "It's not a big deal. I'm buying it. It's going home with me regardless." But the funny part is, so not only did like I screwed up by not putting in my pre-order on time, but then they screwed up by not calling me that, "Hey, your thing is here," and then put it out for sale.
Mm.
Then they still made me sign for it as if I picked it up as a pre-order.
Oh,
So clearly,
Now you can't go back and get another one.
if you made me sign for it, it was in your system as a pre-order. It was still there.
Yeah.
So anyway, it doesn't put a lot of confidence. It doesn't instill a lot of confidence when I went in and pre-ordered a bunch of the stuff that's coming, like um, um, Quinlan Voss and the new Asajj Ventress. Like I pre-ordered a bunch of the stuff that's coming that we all were like,
yeah, yeah.
So I'm hoping that is a one-off, but it's not. It's the second time that that's happened to me because I
I
did the
mean,
same thing with Major Blood.
I had this conversation with one of the guys that worked at the GameStop where I said like I'm I'm loath to pre-order through you guys, and he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't want to say it, but Amazon's more reliable," and
Which is weird because at one time they were
they
not.
weren't. No, and I said like I've had poor experiences, not necessarily at this EB Games, but
Yeah.
and I know I've heard a litany from friends. Like we're in a group of collectors that have had poor experiences with pre-ordering from you guys.
Yeah.
And I just said, like it's a tough road to hoe, and I want to support. I want to get my 10% too, but I want to support a local retailer. But it's if I start hearing good things from people and you start improving your track record, then I'm liable to
May come
pre-order.
back.
Having said which, if either of you sees the John Barenthal Punisher or the Charlie Cox Daredevil in the wild,
I saw the Charlie Cox Daredevil 2 weeks ago.
I saw it
grab them for me and I'll
the
pay
other
you.
day.
Yeah. Okay.
Good to know.
What's funny is, and I don't know if it's changed since they sold the company, since EB Games ceased to be an American subsidiary and is now a fully wholly owned Canadian company now. But when they were still GameStop, did anybody notice pre-orders at GameStop are not pre-orders? They are pre-order requests.
Yes.
Right.
We've received your request. You'll get an email if we decide to fill it.
Right.
So even if you put the pre-order in with them at the time, there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Now
And
I haven't pre-ordered anything online at EB Games since they've become EB Games again. I don't know if that's the same, or if there is a guarantee. Like if I put it in, I'm going to get it.
I can't actually sign into my account, and even though they can access my account from my email and give me my, they have no idea how to fix the problem. Like, so I don't have a running tally. I'm sorry, I do have on my receipt. I have a running tally of the points I've collected.
Yeah,
but I don't have, like, you used to be able to sign in and go, oh, look how stupid I was in February of 2020 when I ordered 55 figures. You know, just you can't. I can't do that personally, and they can't seem to figure it out. It's very odd.
That is weird.
Yeah,
that's very weird. And then the other thing is, and we talked about this on Tuesday, but they opened a new store in Montreal. Do you know about this?
Yeah, I do.
So the big store in Montreal they opened was
one.
sort of it was the test bed for we're getting into cards.
Singles.
We're getting into trading cards. And I don't mean like sports cards. I mean like TCGs.
Well, they've been selling, the full packs and everything
for
quite a while.
Like you say, now they're doing singles. And I'm like, that means somebody in every store is going to have to know.
You're going to have to hire an expert. Like when I had Fanboy at Maine and Danforth, I had to hire a kid to do magic cards for me because I knew nothing, and people were requesting magic cards, and so I had to hire a local kid who knew his stuff.
I asked our local manager. I said this Montreal thing, and she's like, "Yeah, it's taken off." I said, "Are all EB Games in Canada going to adopt this?" And she looked at me and she said, "Yes." Not maybe. She said yes, and then she said Port Hope and some stores in Durham
Coburg
region are already
doing it.
Yeah, they're. Oh, maybe she meant Coburg. There's no store in Port Hope, is there? It's Coburg. Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's 5 minutes away.
They're already doing it, and I'm like, so what does that mean for the person like me that doesn't know or doesn't care?
Well, they're going to have a lot of space when they get rid of the Funko Pops.
She says they've been instructed. There's an app, and I can't remember the name of it. She's like, but there's an app that they all have to use to figure out the value of the card. And I'm like, but when you talk about singles, condition is everything.
100%.
So if you bring me this Dooku and I say that it's an 8 out of 10, and Andy says no, it's a 9 out of 10, there's still a subjectivity there that
there's room for.
Yeah.
Well, you recall, so as a former comic book store owner, and you as a former retail toy store owner, that was the criteria.
Yep.
For I was legally allowed to grade comics because I was a comic book store owner.
Sure.
And there was no, like, I didn't have to take a test.
Anybody can grade anything, but
no, absolutely. But I mean, it was, I was allowed to put a 10 on something and go, this is, in my opinion, or whatever, the near mint or mint. But
I guess the big companies though they have that sort of, they've got the history going for them where like they've been and honestly, do you want the comic graded or do you want it slabbed? Because there's a lot of people that confuse slabbing with grading.
Right.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Like the CCG grading.
Right. CGC and what's God, there's the other one that is also acceptable. It's CGC and
I don't know. I never had any of mine slabbed.
Oh, I can't think of the name of the other grading service.
It's one called Comic Effects, I think.
Comic grading services.
But there's a new thing that they've already had to crack down on in Montreal, apparently, and that's and because I've been doing One Piece is my thing lately. I've been researching a lot of One Piece news, and so there's like, I guess similar to Magic the Gathering, a One Piece card game that cost you $100 million to get into because
oddly enough, those cards are at the dollar store.
Are they really?
Those random, like you get.
So here's the thing: you can get like gold foil cards and autograph cards. There's one that's an autograph with a pen nib and so they're in the packs, and they're all blind packs, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's thicker than the rest. And so I used to do this with hockey cards when I was a kid. I'd go to the store, there'd be a box of cards, and I would pick up a handful of them, and I'd go, I just feel like this is the lucky pack, for Wayne Gretzky or whatever it is. You're not allowed to do that because people are going, this is so obviously thicker
than anything else. Yeah, don't touch
taking this one.
Yeah.
So they actually hand you a random pack. But what's to stop the guy at the counter going, I'm just going to put the thick ones under the table?
Nothing.
Right?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Company policy if they care.
there needs to be, they either need to box them so that they're all the same size.
Yeah.
Like that's a broken system, if you ask me.
Lefty says, I found a bunch of vintage 77 and 82 OPG Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back cards. They're in amazing condition. I feel like I found a gold mine.
But did you find the gold rod?
The golden rod.
Speaking of which.
Oh, what do you know?
Treasures.
Oh, that's cool.
No golden rod, though.
No, that's cool. Why is it off-centered like that?
Stickers.
Oh, that's why.
I got some stickers, baby. I do have the golden rod here somewhere, but it's actually.
Did you get a 30-year-old piece of gum?
No, these were loose in my old boss's storage unit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the stickers is like, and they're a little beat, but
was that a picture of Dennis Mirren's head?
Yeah.
Just saw the bald head. I'm like, is that Dennis Mirren?
It might be Dennis Mirren.
I don't know.
There's no write-up on the back to do more research, but yeah. And the promo stuff, like Harrison Ford with the short hair before filming even started, you know. It's funny you should say that, Lefty, because carry on and I'll see if I can't find that golden rod.
Yeah.
The one deal that I did pick up on Thursday when I was
at
GameStop, from the Visions, the single card release of the Ronin.
Oh, I got the Ronin.
Yeah, he was on for $25.99.
And he's good. You know what I like about him? And it's not
It's been primitively photoshopped out.
Yeah.
This is the it's missing. Yeah. Not the original release, I guess.
Because the original one is in a green border.
Right, yeah. And the golden rod. The quality is so, that's a nice crispy edge. That's pretty good.
Let me see if I can here, let's do this.
You should check those, Lefty. If you've got a golden rod, you've got a gold mine. Was it blue or green?
I thought it was a green border.
It might have been green. I have some. So there's a red border.
Yeah.
There's a yellow border. And there is a green border. And a blue border with stars. There it is. There he is. So you can actually, now that so I wasn't aware of the direction, but you can actually, when you come back to me, you can actually see a little bit of white. So most of the rod is actually there. That's funny as hell.
I don't know why. Like, how did that even happen?
It's just terrible lineup, right?
This YouTube video attempts to explain that. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, Hank, you were saying?
Oh, no, that's okay. But you can actually see, if I'm on the right side of him, see the white where it's missing?
Yeah, of course. Almost like we'll just paint over that so we can't. It makes you wonder if there's a piece of material on his waist piece that has like doing has like
I would assume that could be, but having gone to animation school and if you've ever seen the what's the very famous one where the Fight Club gets the story from, where they splice a full 2 frames of a male erect penis into like the Little Mermaid or something.
Yeah.
Kids start crying in the middle of the theater, not understanding why or even noticing it.
Before it ever was.
But that's an actual common practice back in the day, where animators would try to sneak in, and it's not so nefarious like they're child molesters or anything like that. It's just they're goofing on things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like you had the Nude Woman in The Rescuers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then you had the Dick Castle with the Little Mermaid.
Right, exactly. It's like, how can we get away with this? Let's see.
And then there was sex in The Lion King when he flops down and all the little petals float off.
Right. There's a lot of these ones.
They called that one off as, oh no, it says FX or SFX because special effects. Yeah. But trying to explain it.
A lot of these, like, you can see it. I've looked and I can't see it. And I don't know if it's just I'm just not looking in the right place or I'm just not getting the context.
Just got to let your mind go to the gutter.
But that's the thing. I don't automatically go there. I couldn't even tell that I was the shit joke tonight. What the hell?
Well, I mean,
so innocent.
3PO got the first look at Princess Leia in her slave garb. So
that's entirely possible. Entirely possible.
First one to see it. Plus, there's no bras in Star Wars.
That's a George Lucas thing. That's creepy as hell, by the way.
That is.
That's creepy as hell.
They used to tape her down, apparently. I mean, you couldn't do these things today. Like,
God, no.
In an interview, I saw Carrie Fisher say that they would draw straws to see who got to remove the tape.
Oh, hell no! That's a big no.
Yeah, not today.
Hell no!
Intimacy coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been reading some of the stuff, and people saying I don't need one.
Yeah.
What's the other thing that we read this week? Oh, just what today? Yesterday? Oscar Isaac will not.
He would not sign a Spider-Verse Miguel O'Hara figure.
No Spider-Verse merch because of his issues with
Disney,
which is not. It's not a Disney thing.
Well, it's like a co-Disney thing because, like, Sony holds the main thing, but they're partnered with Disney.
It's a Marvel licensed character.
I'm not going to sign any Star Wars stuff because that is Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I at the same time, if I was him and you or Andy walked up to me, not knowing you guys like I know you, I might not sign something for you.
Yeah.
But if a 6-year-old walked up, I'd be signing. I'd sign his arm if he wanted me to.
Sure.
That memory is going to carry that 6-year-old through, and that 6-year-old, I mean, if his parents are trash, is a lot less likely to put that thing on eBay.
Yeah,
I think I saw Mark Hamill one time actually say something to somebody. If I see this on eBay, I'm coming after you.
Oh yeah. That's why a lot of the and it was weird. I didn't quite understand it the first time I saw it. I go to a convention once a year, but I've been going for a long time, and so there's this thing now with autographs and celebrities. By and large, I'm not saying not everybody, but by and large, when I go to Niagara Falls every year, there's pretty much a standing rule: no generic autographs only. Everything has to be personalized.
Right.
There was another one, Joe Rubenstein, I believe, was doing it.
Yeah.
Your first blah, blah, blah amount is this much.
Yeah.
Anything after that, price increases.
It's more. Yeah.
Like, I watched a guy at Fan Expo. He walked up to Jim Lee literally with a library cart full.
I'm going to be here for a while.
Auto pen. I mean, I used to go to a lot of comic book conventions in the 80s, especially when I was trying to break into the industry. And I don't know if you guys remember, but they were free. The price you paid was standing in a line for 3 hours.
I remember going to a convention with you, Hank, and standing in line with you so you could show your portfolio to an artist. And I can't remember his name. It was an Asian guy.
Jay Lee.
Yeah.
Yep. He shat on me. Hey,
I don't think he shat on you in a your junk kind of way. I think it was more of a you're not ready yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's weird. We've all had our celebrity experiences, whether they were good, bad, or indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly have had my share of all of those and everything in between.
That's right.
But yeah, man. Weird Al going out again next year. Yeah. They're extending the bigger, weirder.
Shows.
Yeah.
90. Wow.
Nothing close to what the closest thing to us would be Niagara Falls or Ottawa.
Yeah.
I said to Kim,
there is a couple shows in that time frame that are still to be announced.
Do you think we'll get one?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Toronto again. He made a joke. He made a joke when we saw him. He's like, welcome to the only Canadian stop on the tour. Or the Canadian tour, I think is what he said.
Yeah.
One city.
Definitely more this time, though.
Oh, I lost your audio, boys.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've lost your audio.
Uh-oh.
You've lost audio?
Oh, there it is. You're back.
Can you hear us?
I can now. I lost you for a few seconds.
I don't know what
happened. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I think I might have paired to Lauren's headphones temporarily there. Yeah. All good.
That should be the first thing. It's happened before.
It did happen one time before. That's right.
Check headphones.
Silly computer.
Excuse me. Well, I guess I should probably think about getting going here. I got to go and have some dinner.
Yeah. I got some curry waiting.
Don't forget Sunday night. Sunday night. It is Sunday night.
It is.
Tuesday night, we're back with another installment of Random Fandom. Still working on the next round of name that
something,
whatever it's going to be. Also, oh wait, Weird Al coming 2 hours away from you. Oh, 2 hours is
worth it.
We drove, we had to go right downtown. So by the time we got there, it was pretty close to 2 hours.
Well, Toronto's like what, 2 hours, 20 minutes ish?
Like to downtown?
Yeah.
It's all about how much, getting there is one thing. It's like, because I've gone to a lot of concerts that were far away, and it's all about the energy you have after the concert and heading home for that same
moment. I am with you. I'm with you. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. Hope to see you on Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. Big Guns N' Roses. Oh, that's true. They're coming to Toronto, and I'm on the fence.
I've just seen too many clips of them.
That's part of why I'm on the fence.
And it's
you're not on the fence. It's not like Drew.
It reminds me of the line. You guys seen the Oliver Stone Doors movie? Our funerals entertainment.
Here's a joke for you. I saw this today. I sent my son to his bedroom for claiming Jim Morrison was not a good musician. And I said, son, we don't slam the doors around here.
That's what Jim Morrison's mother used to say when he was standing in front of the television. You make a better door than a window.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, that's it for me, everybody. I hope you guys have a great week. If we don't see you on Tuesday, we'll see you back here next week for more Star Wars Back in Black series, Wave 25. The last of the black and red box. Oh. I'm actually not sad to see it go. Anyway, that's it. As always, guys and girls, whatever your thing is, fan on. And as always, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
I'm Hank.
We will all see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody. That one.
That's the one.